Going to get their first look at your team tonight. Haven't been at practice, maybe haven't met the personalities. What would you want them to know about your squad going into this season?
Yeah, no, I think we're pretty lucky in that we have really good people on our roster. So, off the court, that's the first thing we try to identify in recruiting is the character of our student athletes, and I think we have great people. We're going to see that character manifest itself at some point. They're going to keep working and get better. I think they're really good teammates for one another too. So just who they are as people, and then hopefully we can start to put things together on the court and see some good things happen there.
You arrived during COVID. Is it crazy with the basketball you have now and being at the university now, looking back on that COVID time?
Yeah, COVID was definitely a really weird year for everyone, and to adapt to the way that was difficult for a lot of people. I mean, we had no fans at the time, which was very, very odd. I had never played basketball with 0 fans, and looking back on it now, it was a good learning point to be grateful for the things that we didn't have during COVID. But I would say it was a blessing in disguise just to keep me grateful for the things that I get to enjoy now when basketball is back to normal.
And when you arrived at Malone, some pretty successful teams when you began, not only in the regular season, but in the postseason. You really had to fight for minutes, not getting off the bench much. What were you taking away from older guys, successful teams, coaches, things like that?
Yeah, we were really good. Honestly, pretty much every year we've had a pretty good team, and the first couple of years I was behind a really good point guard, and I was learning a lot from him at the time, and just how to play the game, not necessarily just skill, but just the knowledge of the game as well was the biggest thing for me, and just understanding what type of shots we needed at certain points in the game, and just really becoming more knowledgeable in the game of basketball. And I learned a lot from obviously both coaches I've had, developed me into the player I am now, and it's been a great ride, and just learning to adapt to different roles every year. I mean, obviously, like you said, I started my first 2 years, I got about 10 minutes a game, and that was different for me, but I tried to come into practice every day and get better and do what I could to be the best in that role. And then, of course, I progressed in my roles consistently over the years. So
let's jump into your journey to Malone University. This is your first year as a Pioneer with the men's basketball team. What brought you to Malone?
I came from NAI, a small school called Mount Mercy. I entered the transfer portal after my junior season, and I just kind of fell in love with picking Malone because of Coach Walrap. I really clicked with him. I liked everything that he talked to me about, and I thought he was the best coach to help me continue to grow my game. Effort he put into recruiting me. A lot of coaches have a lot of guys on their radar, and they have like a lot of backup options, and you can kind of tell when somebody really wants you. He made the drive all the way out to Iowa to meet me in person.
You've been very noticeable on the court this season, having a great year so far. Career high in minutes, points, and rebounds. Do you personally feel like this has been your best year of your college career?
I really appreciate that. I think for sure this has been my most productive year all around for Malone especially. It was the first summer I've had like full workouts, I guess, in 2 years. So I've had the most time to develop for this year. And I think coming into this year, I've just had the most confidence in myself and what I can do. So it's translated to the court pretty well this year.
Yeah, I know you've had some injuries, I believe to your ankle, correct, that have kind of held you back the last few years. Walk us through what's happened there and how you've kind of gotten healthy.
Yeah, so 2 years ago, I tore 2 ligaments in my right ankle, and then this past season, I tore 2 in my left. So I had surgeries back-to-back years, and I had the option to stop playing, not have surgery, and just be done with basketball, but I really wanted to finish out my career, so I just had therapy every single day in the summer, did extra workouts as often as I could, and the surgeon told me I can push it. It's my own limits, kind of. So I just did everything I possibly could to get back to the court and go 100% again.
All right, while we're talking basketball here, Trey, I want to break down some plays from the last home game. You guys didn't get the win, but some really awesome stuff happened within this game. First things first, let's watch this step back play, and you can kind of walk me through what you were thinking on the court as this was happening. So go ahead and break down this play for us.
Oh yeah, so we try to run a play there, pressing the whole game. And it got down to the late shot clock, and this is where it's just time to you just gotta go get a bucket.
Yeah, the step back's been a big move for you. I think when I was doing this play, I said that's the longest 2-pointer I think I've ever seen. Good defense there, but is the step back a big creative thing for you?
Yeah, especially with I think their center was guarding me, so just to create that just a little bit of space to get my shot off. Even though I really don't shoot that many mid ranges, it's either threes or to the rim. But like I said, it's late shot clock. You gotta get a good shot.
All right, seemed like play had kind of broken down. I think you were running out of time on that shot too.
Mm-hmm.
How often does Coach Walrap like you guys to kind of go free form? You guys have some really talented scorers on this team, Simon, Ryan, yourself. How often are you guys kind of given that green light to make something happen like you did here?
Honestly, kind of like whenever, he trusts. I feel like a big thing with Coach Walrap, he trusts his guys, especially seniors. We run his plays, and then if something breaks down, he knows that one of us are skilled enough to go get a bucket like that.
Yeah, I definitely think that's what happened here. Shot clock was kind of going down, and another part of this play, and we're going to see it on another one in a second here, Trey. Get a lot of help, not just from the pick Caleb sets there, but guys are moving around to try and distract the defense. How key is that, especially when you're trying to score?
No, it's very pivotal, just guys see Talik coming off a double stagger on the right side, occupying a defense to allow me to create, So, and we had Jacob sitting in the deep corner. So, it's very pivotal for guys to be moving and doing what they're supposed to for that to be able to happen.
Yeah, definitely. Another play here, late in the game. You guys need a quick bucket and you need points quickly. How are you kind of going through things in your head on a 3-pointer like this as you guys need points quick, but it's late in the game?
This is a play just for you do a little squeeze action, and they both went under. So it's just got a quick 3 up because at this point we, like you said, we're playing pretty fast. Got 8 minutes, so we're not really rushing, but they just both went under the screen. Jake sets a good squeeze and allows me to get an open shot.
I was gonna say, are taking 3-pointers more fun when you get 2 picks at once and plenty of room to shoot?
Yeah, Jake made my job a lot easier with a great screen.
Let's take a look at the program going forward, Simon. We talked about Coach Walrap becoming more and more comfortable and kind of finding his footing in Canton, Ohio. But I know you guys have a lot of younger guys on this squad right now. Talk to us a little bit about what fans and people that pay attention to the program, what are they going to see in the next few years from those guys?
Yeah, honestly, I really like the freshman class this year. They're a lot better and a lot more skilled and know the game more than I thought they would. They have gotten a lot better since the summer when we used to play summer leagues to now. Like, they put a lot of work in. I think all those guys are going to be really, really successful in the future if they keep working hard and keep putting in the time in the summer. They're a good, close group of kids that are, I think if they, like I said, put the work in, stay together, stay close to each other, that they're going to do some good things in the future.
The future of the program. First, let's talk about Coach Walrap. What are you seeing from him that you think will let people know that in the future the program's in good hands?
Coach Walrap does a phenomenal job, not only just on the court, but off the court. He's always checking in on players, seeing how they're doing mentally, physically, and how their family's doing. But on the court, our game plans are phenomenal. He always explains it like anytime we go into a game, he's giving us the answers to a test, and all we have to do is go out there and execute it. So Coach Walrap's a phenomenal coach all around. I love that man. He changed my life these last 2 years after my last school had shut down, so I appreciate him.